So we're all brainwashed and we're all addicted and brainwashed to the way in which we live our lives.
Hi, and welcome to Kelly, where we talk about life, your life and my life, and through Kelly, we hope to inspire. I have Stephanie McPherson on the show from Fa-Rekin Licious.
Hello.
And she has a cooking show that she's developed. She started off with nothing, and we like to talk about that. We like to talk about starting from scratch, starting from where you are. And most of the time, where you are is nothing. It's very limited resources.
Right.
So you grew up cooking with your grandmother?
Yes, cooking with my grandmother. My grandmother, when I was a little girl, she made these breakfast biscuits whenever we were, whenever we were there visiting with her and my grandfather. And I used to love to be in the kitchen with her. Man, I would always make little baby-sized biscuits. And I loved her food. And I was like, Grandma, teach me how to do that. Oh, Grandma, teach me how to do that. And that's where my passion and inspiration came from cooking. And then when I was also a little girl, Mama said that I used to love to play restaurant with her.
Okay.
And so I've always had this, interest and excitement and passion around food.
Right.
And then in my early 20s, when I started to, go, what's going on? I used to be able to eat anything I could. I used to be able to eat anything I wanted to.
Yeah.
As much of it.
Right.
And then all of a sudden in my early 20s, I was like, whoa, I don't bethink and so. And so that's when I started the journey to health and wellness and going to the gym and started researching because, healthy food people think is bland. It doesn't taste good. And that's when I subscribed to Cooking Light. And I had years of Cooking Light subscriptions. And that's where I started to learn how to make healthy food delicious. And right around that time as well, I read the book, The Empowered Mind.
Okay.
And because I was like, what am I going to do? What do I want to do with my life? And through answering the plethora of questions in that book, I realized that I had a true passion for other people's happiness and health.
Yeah.
And I knew that that's the direction that my life would take.
I think it's so important too in life. We've become such a self-centered people, and really that's what's going on when we look at all this that's going on, depression, people not taking care of people. That's what it's about. It's that we have to realize we need to be in service of others always for true happiness, and for really true development of the world. We're really not singular.
Right, exactly. We're all one. We're
right.
all,
we affect each other.
Absolutely, we do.
Absolutely, we do.
Yes, yeah. But no, I mean, that's so true in that, I'm, throughout my life, I've encountered so many people that were not on that plane of happiness, who were on that victimhood. And, or just not wanting to be in their light. I have this saying, it's like, live your life caring what other people think, and you are their prisoner. And within that, it's like if I dim my light
for somebody,
to make someone feel comfortable around me, then I'm teaching them that they're not good enough to shine their own light. And we all have.
Well, what it comes down to is when somebody makes you feel like you can't shine your light.
Absolutely.
I mean, we all need to be respectful of each other and live in a community together. But actually, this came up in a conversation today with my hairdresser.
Yeah.
She was saying that that she went to go eat with somebody. She's on a diet.
Yeah.
And that the person was making her feel bad for eating healthy because that person didn't eat healthy.
Right.
That's when it becomes.
Absolutely.
That's when it becomes, then it's that other person's self-centeredness.
Exactly. Because they're not wanting, because the person that's choosing, see, it's all about your choosing. Okay. And if you're choosing to do best by yourself, if you're choosing to love and respect yourself, and someone else is not choosing that, that's their own lack of self-worth. But again, if you were to dim yourself, then you're telling that person that, you know what, you're right. You're right for feeling that way. You're right for feeling small.
Right.
Instead of, being that inspiration.
Right.
And it may not be even that person that you inspire. It could be someone else, but always stay true to yourself.
Yeah.
True to your
So
passions. Where
where do people find your show?
It's Fa-Rekin Licious. Okay, so it's YouTube. I have a YouTube channel.
Okay.
But mostly I promote my show through Facebook.
Okay.
So facebook.com /Fa-Rekin Licious.
Okay.
Again, the YouTube channel, I have a website, Fa-Rekin Licious.com. And again, Fa-Rekin Licious is all about healthy cooking with a big splash of humor.
Right.
And my passion for that is to inspire people to see the value in eating healthy, that number one, it's more delicious than you think. Number two, easier to prepare. And number three, more affordable.
Wow.
Than you think.
You don't think that healthy food is affordable. Like
exactly. You think, oh, whole wallet. You hear people making fun of that. Well, you know what? You can either pay for healthy food, or you can pay the doctor.
Yeah, well, you're right. And also, my mother once pointed out, I was like, you know, you can get a bag potato. I don't know how much they are. Just say $3. You can get fruit for the same amount.
Exactly.
But you feel like you're getting more with a bag of potato chips, and you'll pay for that instead of paying for the fruit. I think it's because it goes bad quicker. So you do have to make more trips to the store to keep up with that.
Right. Well, and that can be the case. But like, for instance, the potato chips. I mean, yeah, you're right. You're getting a lot more. You're getting like FD&C yellow number 5 and all the other crap.
Yeah.
You know, that's within that, that's putting toxicity into your body, and you don't feel good. You don't look good. And then, you know, that creates depression. I mean, a lot of depression is just people making the wrong choices. And, you know, I have another saying, when you get to a stop sign, everybody on the planet knows that when I reach a stop sign, it means to stop. But if you run that stop sign, just knowing it meant to stop means absolutely nothing. So what is the mindset that creates the choice to either stop? I mean, to stop or to run that stop sign.
So when you say stop eating, stop doing bad, stop making bad choices.
Or not necessarily stop making bad choices, but start making the right ones.
Yeah.
Start making the right choices, because you have to love and respect yourself. And if you don't love and respect yourself, you got to understand, you got to figure out why.
Right.
So one of the best ways to do that is to start, you know, like read books about self-awareness and personal growth. I don't like the word self-improvement. It's self-awareness, personal growth. You want to know your why. What is your why? Why are you doing this talk show? Because of what you do, by the people that you interview, what that does to empower and inspire others.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that's what it's about, is like, live your best life, be your highest version of yourself possible. And how do you do that? Because you're worthy. Every frickin' person on the planet is worthy of operating and being their highest and best version. But you have to say, you know what, I'm worth it.
Well, you have to make choices that sustain that.
Yes.
If you're making
Throughout your
choices
life.
that deplete that, then you're going to end up on the other.
Right.
And those choices, sometimes they're hard to make. They're not easy.
Absolutely.
They're not easy.
Because we're all brainwashed, and we're all addicted and brainwashed to the way in which we live our lives. Well, wouldn't you rather be brainwashed and addicted to healthier choices? Like, I can't help but get up every morning and start my day and execute my day the way I do.
Right. And the thing is, with anything, with your environment, anything, you have to invest in. You have to invest into what you're doing in the world. You have to be a part of it. You have to invest in order to really feel what is for you and
exactly
and finding things. You are a gift in life. Thank you
so
for being here. If you have some advice to give to someone, you know, everybody has a passion, but we get to a point where we're told so many times we can't do that. We can't do that. We can't live that. We have somebody holding us back. What advice would you give?
I would say, again, live your life caring what other people think, and you are their prisoner. Break free. Because when you break free of that cycle, then you are giving other people around you permission to do the same. So then those same people who are trying to hold you back, you may be the inspiration for them to blossom.
Yeah. With that same thing, you have to keep yourself accountable.
Absolutely. Hold yourself accountable.
Yeah, absolutely. That's something that I like to share in my studio a lot. I'm like, I love the word accountability. And, you know, we're missing that a lot. Thank you so much for coming on and sharing with us. And guys, check out her show. She's also a life coach. And we hope this segment inspired and educated you.